I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Brookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Revelio. There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Revelio.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Petrificus Totalis.
Means they are not alone. Any who oppose Ranrock.
Revelio.
Naught. One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio. Petrificus Totalis.
You can't stop us. Was that here?
Crucible. Incendio. Depulso. Accio. Bombarda. Glacius. Defender. Repender.
Easily diverted.
Incendio.
Hold them, glance off of me.
Revelio.
This is going well.
Revelio. We make a good team.
We do at that. I'll be quieter than a job.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts.
Revelio.
Around all day. Mind you, suppose it could get a bit boring.
Petrificus totalis.
No choice but to submit to us.
Hello? I heard something.
We're making quick progress.
Revelio.
Oh, could do with a nice mushroom stew about it.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
How nice.
Accio. Incendio. Arresto. Bombardo. Defendo. Flipendo. Accio. Imperium.
Number up wide, coming back this way.
Bombardo. Flipendo. Defendo.
Away with that.
Flipendo. Compulso. Incendio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Bombardo. Glacius. Defendo. Flipendo.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is.
Revelio.
And that was relatively fun. Silent as a grave.
For better or for worse, we're in. Revelio.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
Petrificus totalis. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
It's Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Revelio.
What was that?
Imperial. Descendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Leviosa.
I'm a goblin!
Incendio. Deposit. Bombarda. Glacius. Defender. Flipendo. Accio. Incendio. Depulso.
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Incendio.
That ledge is awfully
Revelio.
high. Any ideas?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio. Smashing.
On your stairs.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Depulso. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Confringo. Protego. Super. Descendo. Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Incendio, Depulso. Revelio. I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment. We have another fight on our hands. Revelio.
Such arrogance. I won't teach you nothing about
Expelliarmus, Levioso.
best the likes of me.
Descendo. Confringo.
You almost had a lucky start.
Depulso. Confringo.
I won't rest.
Imperio.
Let's get this over with.
Crucio. Incendio. Depulso.
Number up wide.
Accurate. Stupid one. We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
Incendio. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Imperio. Crucio. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Depulso. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Imperio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Bombarda. Glacius. Defendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
For
Revelio.
a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Revelio.
Now,
Revelio.
we can have a look.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo.
A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Revelio. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd. What do you have there?
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd,
Revelio.
to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Centaurs aren't known for being the friendliest lot, especially not with wizard kind, and not right now.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I was trapped on the ground.
Defendo. Revelio. Lumos.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Nice to see you again. What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Can't quite picture.
Revelio. Incendio. Cabalso. Arresto momentum. Incendio. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Levioso! Revelio! Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. That's that. Settled. Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Our meet and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio. Revelio. Depulso.
I'll be quiet.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mind. It's even grander than I had...
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
Incendio. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
One less.
Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Clever.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis. Confringo. Leviosa. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Arresto. Incendio.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
Revelio. I'll get us through his safely, Amit. You have my word. We're being watched by a door. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something.
Revelio.
Can't make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Petrificus totalis.
Someone there? One less human to worry about. I won't.
Arresto momentum. Accio. Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I
Revelio.
think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
That is those mushrooms were.
Petrificus totalis.
There.
Revelio.
Show yourself, if you're there.
Petrificus totalis.
Hello? Afraid to fight? Over here!
Accio! Depulso! Incendio!
You're weak, human!
Expelliarmus! Levioso! Confringo! Incendio!
This are you?
Arresto Memento!
Why don't you
Bombarda!
come
Glacius! Defender! Potato! Flipendo! Descendo! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
That was meant for me.
Glacius! Defender! Flipendo! Accio! Incendio! Depulso!
Oh, this even is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
About. You'll see.
Revelio. Petrificus Totalis.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me sitting around all day. Mind you, I suppose it could get a bit boring.
Revelio. Petrificus Totalis.
Descendo.
Arresto momentum.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit. Revelio.
Yes, of course.
Incendio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Accio. Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome
Revelio.
sight indeed. Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Revelio. I hope Professor Fig...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spint Witches as soon as you can.